Welcome back to the Vikings Central podcast. We have some big rumors going on right now surrounding the Vikings. If you guys haven't heard yet, it's kind of been circulating around Twitter. We've been hearing a little bits and pieces of this as well. Um, the Minnesota Vikings have called the Cardinals about potentially trading up to pick number 4, obviously for a quarterback. The talk around the league right now, obviously, is the first 3 picks are going to be quarterbacks. If it's Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, and then maybe Drake May, um, in that order, or a little bit different order. Maybe it's Caleb Williams is pretty sure locked in for number 1, but maybe May goes to Washington, and then Daniels goes to New England. Also, Josina Anderson has said that the Patriots are going to be looking at maybe a wide receiver, so maybe they go Marvin Harrison Jr. At number 3, and then that would make sense for the Vikings to jump up to number 4 with the Arizona Cardinals. Maybe the Cardinals do want Marvin Harrison Jr. Maybe they don't see Marvin Harrison as an outlier. Maybe they see the top 3 receivers more comparable than most people think. So Marvin Harrison Jr., Roma Dunze, and then Malik Neighbors. Maybe they all have them in pretty even graded out on their board. So they would probably be willing to trade back, especially if Marvin Harrison Jr. is taken at pick number 3 by the Patriots. But if the first 3 are quarterbacks, it would maybe be a little tougher to go with Arizona. But again, maybe Arizona thinks they can get one of the 3 wide receivers at pick 11 while trading back and gaining more draft capital. So this makes sense for the Vikings going up to pick number 4. JJ McCarthy probably will definitely be there. I know there's been some talk that he's maybe jumping Drake May for that number 3 quarterback. But if he does jump Drake May, then you have your options of Drake May, and maybe that's what they want too. Maybe they have May higher than McCarthy on their board, but they both could be available at pick number 4 too if they trade up again. If New England takes Marvin Harrison Jr., a lot to go into this. They're probably gonna have to give up pretty solid capital. Maybe pick 11. A 2025 first rounder, and then obviously some stuff on top of that. Maybe a second rounder in 2025. I know the Vikings want to keep pick number 42. They don't want to get rid of that pick because they have no third round pick as well. So they do not want to get rid of pick number 42 if they're able to keep that. So this is a pretty big rumor. Again, the Vikings have called the Cardinals about trading up to pick number 4, and I expect this to be reported and to be confirmed by a big source here in the next few days that the Vikings are calling up to the Cardinals or maybe even the Chargers. That rumor is going to become a fact here, I'm guessing, in the next week or so, in my opinion. But very interesting. Kwesi wants to make his move. Obviously, the Vikings need to go get a quarterback. Very interesting especially on the Vikings part, because who are they targeting? Again, it could be J.J. McCarthy. Are they that high on him? Or maybe it could be Drake May or Jaden Daniels if one of those guys slip. Quick pause here. If you look at the ticker down below, we are sponsored by That's Badass Wood Art. Luis owns the company. Just a tremendous company. Does a great job. Use code VC15 at checkout for 15% off. He makes custom work art, a bunch of Viking stuff. I got to get my skull sign down here that he made for me just so you guys can see it. But check out his website. That's Badass Wood Art. You see it up in the left-hand corner up there. Just does an amazing job. Again, use code VC15 at checkout for 15% off. Back to the trade rumors here. This is going to be the talk for the next month and a half until the draft is here. If they don't get something done by draft night, the Vikings are going to be very aggressive moving up. And again, this is just a rumor right now, but it makes sense. The Vikings are going to trade up if they're able to. I would not be surprised if Kwesi gives up the farm if it is 2 or 3 future first round picks, just jump up 7-6 spots because they want their guy. I feel like they're very high on this quarterback class. So what do you guys expect out of this? Do you think they're going to get something done with the Cardinals? Is the Chargers more likely? I know the Chargers are wanting to tackle maybe, or maybe they're going for a wide receiver as well, but they could trade back again. I think there's going to be another one of the 2, Roma Dunze or Malik Neighbors at pick 11 for one of those teams if they do trade back. Again, the Vikings have called the Cardinals about trading up to pick number 4. This is rumor right now, but I expect this to be proven fact here in the next couple days. Thanks for tuning in. God bless.